show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown. I hope y'all can S-double-E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. To throw right away is Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 10, Howell, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give it maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second down, Howell now. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Benjamin St. Juice there on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Cooper will come in motion right. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Faking the handoff, Howell. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
He'll look to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They just tried to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Second down, Hal back to pass. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain.
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Howell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they can...
Touchdown, Carolina! Ian Thomas, 40 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 2nd and 13. Howell, quick slant, Dotson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Howell tried to pick it up on 3rd. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
That's on Shaq Mason, the guard. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll go play action. Howell. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mucked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Rolling to his right. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards there for number 15. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Cougar 19, Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. The extra point up and good. And it is 28-0. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll toss this right side to Hubbard. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They will run it. It's McKissick. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll drop the throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll set up a throw, and it's caught. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
They'll try and sneak it here, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joey Sly on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all. He rifles one that's intercepted. he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
On the check.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 5.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Hubbard. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw.
Looking underneath and finding Hubbard.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
There certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 84 yards. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Sly on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory. Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And I think the ball's out. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on. There is a flag down. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Come back in. Come back in.
He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. Now the Bills, they have added to their lead. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right.